Happy Thursday, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Hey. Happy Thursday. Friday's on the horizon, y'all. Today's music background is sponsored by the Too Short Pandora station. Let me turn this down because I don't want any copyright flags. Hey, Tanya. How you doing, gorgeous? All right. We are all shared out on Facebook. Let's get ourselves to Instagram. I know that Thursdays are the quiet night. Y'all like to go to the club or something. But that's okay. I'm still home. Social distancing. All right. No. Turn this around. Okay. All right. Hey. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. My apologies. I was laying down before I got on here. So we are getting started in a few minutes. We have 3 stories tonight. But I think they're going to be pretty quick. And what I'm going to... Hey, Zephyrina, happy Thursday. And what I'm going to try to do is leave some time at the end for some questions. So if you have any, please be sure to... Hey, Social Couture TN. Are you located in Tennessee? Social Couture TN? Yes. So we're getting started in 4 minutes. I want to make sure that we have some time for Q&A at the end. Yes. What else is happening? Memphis. Okay, it was nice. Wait. Oh, shoot. Do you watch Greenleaf Social Couture? I think that's where Greenleaf takes place. Hi, Fat Wayne. Okay. Guys, tonight we have stories about David Bowie. If you like David Bowie, we have a story about him. If you drive a Volvo, there's a story for you. you watch it? Okay. And anybody who has shopped at Urban Outfitters, we have a story for you. So, stay tuned. Remember, 8:05, I need you guys to share this out to your friends who are in the startup phase of business, your friends who are thinking about starting a business, your friends who just like to hear about celebrity news and pop culture stuff. Send it out to them at 8:05, okay? What else? So the weekend is coming. Ooh, the Ultimate Biz Launch bundle is still on sale for $99 versus $332. The sale ends tomorrow night at midnight. So make sure you pick that up. That is my whole business startup basics video training plus the EIN workshop, the DUNS number workshop, and the operating agreement workshop. Okay. What else do I want to let y'all know? Oh, if you hear any music in the background, today we are debuting the Too Short Pandora station. Say what you want. Too Short can make a song. I like Too Short. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Are you guys ready for the weekend? Do you have any fun plans? Let me know what's going on. Zephyrina, you out there in Colorado. What's going on with the kangaroo jumps? You have any fun plans with those? Tanya, you out there in North Carolina. Social Couture, what's going on in Memphis this weekend? Let me know what's happening, people, because I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying home. I'm living vicariously through y'all. All right, we're getting started in 1 minute. So get ready, because here I come. Get ready, because here I come. Yes. And again, make sure that there's going to be time at the end for Q&A on, all things business formation. So start getting your questions ready. All right. Okay. I saw somebody come in. I want to say that is Atalia or Margaret. It's one of y'all. I recognize the photo. I'll wait for you to say hi so I can greet you properly. But it's 8:05, so it's time to get started, all right? Let me pause this music. All right. Here oh, you're watching out for the wildfires? Oh, stay safe. Hey, Margaret. Stay safe, Sephirina. I didn't realize you were that close to them. All right, so we're going to start recording, okay? All right. Welcome, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to my Thursday edition of Hey Atalia of NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time watching the show and you're like, who's this lady on the internet? Or who's this lady I'm listening to in my ears on the podcast? I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like getting your articles of incorporation done, your EIN numbers, your DUNS numbers, making sure you have contracts, operating agreements, NDAs, hiring policies, basic brand protection strategies. These are the things that I help you with. If you're wondering why I'm qualified, I'm so happy you asked. I'm a licensed attorney. I have been one for 14 years and counting. I have started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful in business, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it. So that's why I'm here. If you want to work with me, if you need me to help you get your business life together, hey, 76 Grim K, here's what I want you to do to get in contact with me. I want you to go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. That is the only link in my bio on Instagram, and that is all over my page on Facebook. At Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, you can do a lot of things to connect with me. You can book your one-on-one coaching session. If you're a first-time client, you even get a free 15-minute session. You can also download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet there that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. And from now until midnight tomorrow, the Ultimate Biz Launch bundle is on sale for $99 versus $332. That is my entire business startup basics video training course. Plus my EIN training, my DUNS number training, and the operating agreement training all in one. You get all that for $99. So go pick that up, okay? As well, at Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast. So if you miss any part of the show, or if you want to watch any of the back episodes, I've got like over 250 videos up. You can, watch them or listen to them, okay? So that is enough about me. Now let's talk about the show. I believe everybody who's watching tonight is, y'all are veterans, but in case somebody, finds this show out in the ether and doesn't know what it's about, let me tell you what it's about. So I pull stories from the news, stories from blog sites, stories that you lovely people send me. And I pull the ones that have lessons that we can learn as business owners or entrepreneurs, and we discuss them, okay? So this is a time for you to ask your questions, to give your comments, as long as they are respectful. We are here to learn from each other and to have fun while we're doing it, okay? So don't feel shy about chiming in. I love to hear from you guys. So we're going to get started. I am going to ask you guys to put some, emojis and things in the boxes, so pay attention, all right? So let's get started. First things first, first story. So as you can see, guys, the title of this show is Iman Doesn't Play About Her Man. Now, if you do not know who I mean by Iman, Iman is one of the original supermodels. She was originally from Somalia. She's super statuesque. And she was married to a very famous rock star who passed away recently. Hey, Design2 Inc., does anybody know, can anybody tell me in the comments, who was Iman, the supermodel, married to prior to his passing in 2016? Do you remember who Iman, or if you know who Iman is? Yes, 76 Green K, David Bowie. Yes, they were a very high profile, famous couple. Iman, thank you, Nessie Time. David Bowie. Iman loved her some David Bowie. Okay. Now, unfortunately, David Bowie lost his battle with cancer, I believe. Yes, Margaret Massey, David Bowie. He lost his battle with cancer. Just put a pin in that real quick. Facebook, just to remind you guys, there's a 30 to 60 second delay, so it will take me some time to get to your answers, just because there's a delay on Facebook. Okay, I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Just be patient with me. All right. So yes, unfortunately, David Bowie lost his battle with cancer, I believe, in 2016. But, he had his affairs in order. He has an estate where, his family is still making money from, licensing things out. They've got, tons of intellectual property having to do with David Bowie. So, David Bowie's affairs are in order. The problem is there is a company, or at least to Iman or the estate, there is a problem because there is a company called the Tintoretto Entertainment Company, and they design shoes, and on a particular set of shoes, they have been putting artwork of David Bowie. So they have been putting, I guess, drawings or paintings or however you decorate shoes of David Bowie, or his famous character, Ziggy Stardust, from one of his movies, on their shoes. Now, they don't use the name David Bowie. They don't use the name Ziggy Stardust. They just kind of put artistic interpretations of David Bowie on their shoes. So David Bowie's estate, they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. David Bowie, he was a famous person, and they tried to invoke the right of publicity, right, to David Bowie. Unfortunately, David Bowie's right of publicity did not survive his death. And from what I can tell, or for what I can read in the article, there is no copyright on his, on putting his face somewhere. So when they brought this lawsuit against this entertainment company, they told the judge, hey, David is famous. They have no right to, to make art of him on their shoes, and the court did not agree with them. The court said that there was no infringement because they did not use David Bowie's name. They did not use his famous character, Ziggy Stardust. It was an artist's interpretation. So essentially, if you have no idea who David Bowie is and you look at this shoe, you're not going to know it's David Bowie, right? You'd have to basically be kind of a David Bowie stan probably to know. So David Bowie's estate has actually lost this claim for right of publicity. But I want to bring this to you guys. Do you think that this is a fair verdict? Do you think that the court was right in agreeing with this entertainment company that, putting artwork of David Bowie on their shoes does not violate any right of publicity? They're not using any copyrighted photos. They're not taking, something taken by a photographer and just kind of transferring it. It's literal artistic interpretations, right? So maybe somebody drew it or somebody painted it. So I want to know from you guys, do you think that the court got it right? Were they right in siding with this entertainment company saying that there is no infringement by using David Bowie's face on these shoes? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think that it's totally, I think that they made the right decision. It would be one thing, Design 2 Inc. said the courts got it right. It would be one thing if David Bowie was still existing, and he's doing endorsements and things like that, or they're using his face to, promote their shoes, but they're not doing anything of the kind. Okay, so you guys agree with the courts too. Design 2 Inc. and Margaret Massey agree with the court. The court is like, look, they're not out here trying to act like they are David Bowie. These shoes, they're kind of homage to David Bowie. You're only going to know if you know who David Bowie is. They don't use the name. They're not trying to capitalize on it because it's David Bowie. It's just a design. So the court has, they're not giving Iman her things. And Iman has Sir Victor Jones Moore, and Iman does not play about her man, so I'm sure she's not too happy about this. But unfortunately, she's not going to be able to sway the court the other way. And apparently you guys agree with the court as well. So good luck to Tintorino Entertainment Company. I'm sure those shoes are flying off of the shelves. Okay. Like I said, we're going to go pretty quickly today, and I'm going to leave the rest of the time for Q&A. So we're moving on to our next story. Make sure you guys get your questions ready. Okay. So next story that we are talking about, does anybody here has or does anybody presently drive a Volvo? If you have ever owned, or if you currently own a Volvo or are driving a Volvo, please give me a V in the, or do they have a buggy emoji, a car like a VW bug emoji? If you drive a Volvo or have ever driven a Volvo, give me either a V in the comments or the Volvo buggy emoji, or just a car emoji. Give me a car emoji if you have or do drive a Volvo. Excuse me. Okay. And while you do that, I'm sure that you guys see a lot of people on Instagram, you know, they're trying to get, hold on. Zephyrina Huckabee said, whatever happened to people asking for permission? Nobody asked for permission anymore, girl. Like I said, the internet is an amazing place, but the internet is also a terrible place because you have access to so much that people forget sometimes that you may need to ask for permission. Yes. 76 Grim K does not, okay. AP Jackson had a Volvo. 76 Grim K said no. Yeah, I've never had a Volvo. I know that their claim to fame is being like, you know, a very, very safe car. That is, you know, what the company is known for, right? So earlier in the year, before, you know, the world closed down, there was a photographer by the name of Jack Schroeder. And he organized a photo shoot with a very sought after model. Now Jack Schroeder, he is an auto and lifestyle photographer. So his job is he takes nice pictures of cars, and you know, people just living life. So he organized a photo shoot with a sought after model, and in the shoot he also used the Volvo S60. And, you know, the pictures, they were gorgeous. He did them in a beautiful field. It was a great shoot. And I don't know if he tagged Volvo in it because didn't say it in the article. Hi, Mrs. Dubsey. Either way, Volvo, you know, found these pictures online and they liked his work. Look, when we put our pictures online, people you never know who is seeing your pictures. And this is why you need to be careful about what you put online, because you never know who's looking, particularly if you have a page that is not private on social media. People have become very comfortable with social media and thinking that is private. It's not, y'all. You are renting a room in somebody else's home and they can pull the rug out from you at any time. Okay? Now, getting back to the story. So Volvo finds out about these pictures. They're like, ooh, girl, these pictures are so fly. And they ask Jack Schroeder, hey, can we use your photos, you know, for our promo? I guess they didn't offer him any money. And he responded, he's like, hey, you know, I don't license out my photos for free. So he didn't hear anything back from Volvo. So he thought Volvo wasn't interested anymore. And then all of a sudden, he goes and he finds his pictures being used on Volvo's, you think about what all the time, Zephyrina? Hey, Sincere 39. And he sees his pictures being used in Volvo's promo for this Volvo S60. So Jack Schroeder sued for copyright infringement. And Volvo argued, they said, look, you posted these pictures on your Instagram page. When you posted that on Instagram, you agreed to abide by Instagram's terms of service. And because of Instagram's terms of service, there is a sub-license that people can basically use the photos that you post on Instagram. Jack Schroeder said, look, I don't care if my photos were on Instagram. Those are still my photos that I took. So they're now in a battle over whether Volvo violated Jack Schroeder's copyright rights. So there is no resolution in this. This is actually being kind of battled out right now. But I want to know from you guys, who do you think is right here? Also Volvo's argument is that you used our car in the shoot. You use our trademark. The Volvo is very prominent in the shoots, right? So on one hand, this guy is doing a photo shoot that basically centers a Volvo, and on the other hand, Volvo takes these pictures that this man took of a model and their car and is using it without his permission. Hey Shonda. So I want to know from you, my esteemed audience, who do you think is in the wrong here? Is Volvo wrong for using the pictures they took off his Instagram without permission? Or is he wrong for organizing this whole shoot and expecting Volvo to pay him money for a shoot that they did not pay for? Zephyrina said, I think about strangers having access to my photos and what they could use them for. Yes, girl, that's why my Instagram, my personal Instagram page is private. If I don't know you, you are not my friend on my personal Instagram page, because that is, that's where, I can be myself. Yeah. But who is in the wrong here? Is Volvo wrong for using Jack Schroeder's pictures without his permission? Or is Jack Schroeder wrong for expecting Volvo to pay him for a photo shoot that he organized around their car that they didn't pay for? Margaret Massey said, if that's his job, they should have gotten permission. The photographer probably had permission of the car owner. Design to Inc. said, I think it's argumentative. Both of them are wrong because he used the car as a prompt in there once he tries to sell the artwork. He is profiting from the Volvo car being in the picture. Well, I don't know if he was trying to sell the pictures Design to Inc. Now, he definitely organized the shoot, and maybe it was just something to kind of fill up his portfolio. But Volvo was the one that came to him and asked if they could use the pictures. He wasn't trying to sell it to them. But he was just saying, if you want to use it, you're going to have to break me off something. Margaret Massey said, I think Volvo is wrong. Design to Inc. said Volvo is wrong because you can reshare the picture. But then when Volvo tries to profit off the artist's photography work. Okay, Zephyrina said Volvo is wrong. Okay, so we've got at least 3 people here who say Volvo is wrong. Design to Inc., Margaret Massey, and Zephyrina. So you guys think that Volvo is wrong? I think Volvo is wrong too. Now, we understand the terms of service of Instagram. Basically, if you're putting your pictures out there in the public domain, Nessie Time said Volvo should have asked. If you're putting your pictures out there in the public domain, I just operate under the assumption that anyone can take my photos, okay? But Volvo, when Jack said, no, you can't use my photos, Volvo, they could have taken the high road and been responsible and not used it. And now they're trying to say, well, it's our car in the picture anyway. Sir Victor Jones Moore said, I definitely want to root for the little man here, but their product is present. Why ask in the first place? Right. Why did they ask in the first place? I mean, because it's just the polite thing to do, and maybe they thought that was just kind of what you do procedurally. Design to Inc. said the TOS is broad to Instagram. It is, but I actually have been reading articles where they are trying to revamp rules so that photographers can protect their work more on social media. So the terms of service of Instagram might be changing sooner rather than later, or at least the law might be changing sooner rather than later. But yeah, Volvo and Jack Schroeder, they're button heads. Volvo is saying, well, our car is the subject of the shoot, and Jack Schroeder said, either way, it was my shoot. I organized it. I did not come to you, and I told you not to use my pictures unless you broke me off a little bit of Skrilla. You can tell I've been watching P-Valley. But good luck to both of these entities. I am actually rooting for the photographer. I think it's really unfair. While I understand, yes, we sign up for the terms of service. Yes, even me as an attorney, I don't think it's fair. Because we're people, we want to share our lives, and social media has made it so easy to share our lives. Why? Because I want to share my life. Do I also have to give up the rights to my photos, to use your platform. But that's just the world. It's a trade-off. In order to be able to access, these platforms and to be able to show your pictures to the world, you give up a bit of privacy. You give up a bit of your rights. It's just a trade-off. There is no free lunch here, people. We don't pay for Facebook. We don't pay for Instagram. Not in cash, but we do pay in information. All right? Margaret Massey asked, was the car on Volvo's lot? No, it was not. He took the picture out in a field of flowers. Okay? Yes. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. Ooh, we only have 10 more minutes. All right. So I want to get through this last story very quickly. It's just an update. But before we do that, I want to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business, or if you have a business idea and you don't know how to get started and you need a legal friend in your ear to, tell you this is the form that you fill out. Here's where you go to open your bank account. Here's how you protect yourself from, customers backing out of deals. That is what I do. Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm and connect with me today, okay? All right, so moving on to our final story before Q&A this evening. Have any of you ever shopped at Urban Outfitters? If you have shopped at Urban Outfitters, please give me a UO in the comments. Give me a UO in the comments. Now, a couple months ago, I want to say, I told you guys this, we talked about this case where Urban Outfitters is being sued for violating a non-disclosure agreement and violating trade secrets. Hold on, we got to go back to the Volvo story. Margaret said, if it was someone's private car, I would think Volvo had no claims. They're getting paid for the car that they sold to a customer. Okay, so we don't know where that car came from, Margaret Massey, but that's an interesting argument. I like how you think. Okay, thank you for the UL76, Grimke. So I want to say maybe a month or two ago, we talked about Urban Outfitters. They were being sued for trade secret and non-disclosure violation. This subscription clothing company called Le Tote, they had met with Urban Outfitters because Urban Outfitters, they wanted to collaborate with them and they signed non-disclosure agreements. They talked. Negotiations fell through. The Urban Outfitters told Le Tote, we don't think we're going to go through with this anymore. And then a month after they talked to each other, they basically launched an identical subscription service that to Le Tote. So Le Tote is suing, or is currently suing Urban Outfitters for trade secret violations and violating a non-disclosure agreement, right? And when we talked about this case, everybody was on Le Tote's side because when we listened to the facts, Le Tote, they had been in business for a couple of years. They were doing well. Urban Outfitters, their sales have been falling. They even told Le Tote, we don't know how to do a subscription service. We need your help, right? Thank you, Zephyrina. And then negotiations fall through, and 1 month later, you're doing your own subscription service. So we were all like, we call BS on Urban Outfitters. Y'all stole this from Le Tote, Anyway, there is an update that Urban Outfitters is trying to get this trade secret and non-disclosure violation case dismissed. And one of the arguments that they are using is that Le Tote should have done more to protect their trade secrets. They're saying, look, we're not saying that we didn't steal your ideas, but first of all, your ideas, we don't know how proprietary they are, but even if we did steal your ideas, you should have protected them better. Now, Le Tote had them sign a non-disclosure agreement that specifically said you cannot use any of the information that you use in our discussions. So Urban Outfitters, how dare you fix your mouth to tell this company that did their due diligence in having a non-disclosure agreement that you signed and you violated, and you told them that they didn't do enough to protect their stuff? What were they supposed to do? If you were in Le Tote's shoes, what more do you think they could have done to protect their trade secrets? Because I don't understand what Urban Outfitters wants here. What do you think is there anything that Le Tote could have done? 76 Grimke said, Urban Outfitters are thieves. Design 2 Inc. is saying, wow. Sir Victor Jones Moore said, I call BS on Urban. Me too. Margaret Massey said, what is this case about? Being a box office? Yes, Margaret Massey. So, you get your monthly box of fashion picks or whatever. Now, there are several services that do this, but apparently Latote, they have a very specific way of doing this. They have formulas and algorithms to do things. And they shared some of this with Urban Outfitters. Atalia said, just like a bully. Right. So, and Nessie Time said Urban, y'all are very upset with Urban Outfitters. Nessie Time said Urban is out of line. Absolutely. Like, that is the whole point of a non-disclosure agreement, so that everybody knows you're supposed to keep your mouth closed. You're not supposed to use this information if things don't happen. So for you to fix your mouth and say, well, yes, girl, we signed this, but you still should have been better about keeping your stuff secret. That's honestly a slap in the face. What more are they going to do? Design Doing said they did everything right from the sound of it. At this point, we would just have to pull up on Urban Outfitters and just get busy. Oh no, Design Doing gonna show up with the chopper at Urban Outfitters headquarters. Watch out. Yeah, so Urban Outfitters is trying to get this case dismissed. I highly doubt that that's going to happen, because it's very apparent what this situation is here. But I just think it's very funny that they have the gall to, say that, to be like, you should have, held your cards tighter, basically. Sir Victor Jones, may I hire you to handle my business affairs? Yes, you may, sir. You can go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm and click the book your one-on-one coaching session button. All right. Okay. Yes. So those are the stories that we had tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have 4 minutes. If we have more questions, we can go longer, but I want to leave time for Q&A. So now, if you have any questions about business formation, starting a business, DUNS numbers, EIN numbers, articles of incorporation, contracts, basic brand protection strategies, hiring policies, now is your time to ask as we close out, okay? You're welcome, Sir Victor Jones Moore. I want to remind you that the Ultimate Biz Launch Bundle is still on sale, $99 from instead of $332 till midnight tomorrow. So make sure you pick that up. Design 2 Inc. asks, when do you suggest an inventor look at bringing on a lawyer for licensing help? The invention is patent pending. Design 2 Inc. I would need to know some more information regarding what you mean by licensing. And that's a little bit personal. So I would suggest that you book a 15-minute consultation so I can get some more facts behind that, because there's a lot of information that I need. Okay. Thank you, Zephyrina. Guys, I do my best to answer your questions on here, but if I feel like it's a question that is a little bit too personal, if it's not general enough, I will encourage you to book a 15-minute session, because you don't want your information. Look, we ain't signing no non-disclosure agreements here. I can't guarantee somebody's going to be on here and not going to steal your idea, right? Okay. So that is why I do that. Okay. But if we have any general questions about the business formation process, like how do you get an EIN number? How do you get a DUNS number? Where do I go to find, articles of incorporation for my state? How do I protect my brand? How do I protect my logo? How do I hire employees properly? These are the types of questions that I can answer for you. Okay. We have 2 more minutes before we close out. If there are no more questions, I want to thank you guys again for being an amazing audience. Your participation is so much fun. It makes this just so entertaining to do, and I want to thank you for that. I also want to thank you for your just being here. Y'all care about what I do, and that makes me feel good. It makes me want to be here and talk to you guys. Excuse me. What else? Make sure that you take care of yourselves, wash your hands, wear your mask, try not to go out if you don't have to. Guys, look, I'm tired of being home. No, and don't get me wrong, I love being home. I have enjoyed being home, but I would like to go out to dinner. I would like to not have to take it to go. Okay? Hold on. Sir Victor Jones Moore said, I set up my LLC with LegalZoom but never received the EIN. Sir Victor Jones Moore, setting up your LLC is different from getting your EIN number. Setting up your LLC is state specific. Your EIN number is something that you have to go to the IRS website to do, okay? Zephyrina asks, how do I protect my logo? You need to get a trademark, my dear. If you don't have a registered trademark, while you are in the process of doing that, whatever you're trying to use as the representation of your goods or services in the marketplace, you want to put the superscript TM in the upper right hand corner of the logo or the name, okay? 76 Grim K, what is the difference between the EIN and the DUNS number? Your EIN number, it's like your business social security number. That's how you're going to file your taxes. Your DUNS number, it basically helps you build up your business's credit report, okay? You're welcome, Natalia. Sir Victor Jones Moore said, I so miss the restaurant vibe. Yeah, you know, it was nice having somebody, you know, come take your order, and they come, like, it's okay. It's all right, though. One day, that's why y'all need to vote. Make sure you register to vote. Please vote. However you're going to vote, just vote, okay? We need somebody who is more responsible. You're welcome. So that is where I'm going to leave you for the weekend. Have fun, guys. They are expensive, Sir Victor Jones Moore, but it is more expensive to try and fight someone who has stolen your work, okay? So I will see you on Monday. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.